Okay, so the question is, and this is a really meaty question, is it easier to be born with a disability or to have a non-disabled body and acquire a disability?
Let's get ready to rumble!
You were telling me before we started that you also had this discussion with some of your disabled friends.
Yes.
What were some of the initial thoughts?
Some of my friends didn't and breathe the path I led while some others were envious about me not having a disability from birth.
What about specific abilities that you still were left with? Physical ones, such as being able to use the restroom on your own and showering on your own and dressing on your own. Did anyone ever call you out on those?
No.
Really? I have to say I haven't been a tinge of envy.
Sorry.
It's not something to be sorry about. Okay, thanks. I think it's highly dependent upon the person of what they think is easier. Whether you acquire the disability from birth or not, you have one main choice, and it's the ultimate choice. And that is, do you accept your current state, your current condition, and you move forward as best you can? Or do you reject it and do you harbor anger and resentment and you avoid it? Even other people who might have the same disability or other disabilities as you. When you look at people who have been successful in a life of that they feel has purpose and meaning, to me it's clear that they've chosen that path of acceptance, that they weren't fighting against it. It's a process. It's not fair, because I was also talking about this opinion, that this is going to come across as a bit judgy, and we by no means want to judge anyone on their individual paths. How we all manage our lives is one of the few things that we can control. And everybody is on, I think, different. Is that what you do when you zone out? We're so not gonna have mirrors. I'm talking about something super important, and you're just zoning out on. All right, well then, self-indulging in your beauty.
Yeah.
All right.
I am one shake beach.
Okay. Oh, brother. I would say that it doesn't even matter whether you have a disability or not in terms of these choices, because this is part of why we're here on the Ginchiest and on this channel. It's to point out that, the longer you move through this existence that we call life, the greater chance that you're going to experience things that people with disabilities have likely already been struggling with. Pain, suffering, death. And these are the times that really challenge us. And how we deal with them or manage them is highly personal. And everybody's on their own path. That's what I'm saying. we can't necessarily judge someone if they've chosen the path of resistance and anger, because it might take going down that road before they could turn around and say, you know what, this isn't serving me.
My lovely girl has knocked it out of the park when I acquired my disability. I was angry, resentful, not until I was seen or in high school. Then I finally see the beauty in everything. I still have a problem, but I was letting people in like Brandon.
Brandon gets another shout out.
Yeah.
So Brandon.
Nahara as well as Khalil, Andrew, and all my graduating class.
When I say path, it sounds like we're talking about just a straight line, and there are no turns back and turns to the side, because that's not true too. With life, we can regress, we can go back and make mistakes. So I think the bottom line comes down to the question doesn't have an answer. No one can say one's easier than the other, because as with most things in life, it just depends.
The way I found it is it's a state of mind.
We're talking about seeing people from a place of a loving place, and being open to all people. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Ginchiest, where we talk about our disability experiences and what they teach us about being human.
Subscribe. I dare you.
Oh my God, you ruined it.